Hey, assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, everyone. I'm just coming on this morning. It is, if I'm not mistaken, November 14th, 2024. On my way traveling to my book club. I'm running a little behind, which doesn't surprise me, but inshallah I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm about 5 minutes away, but I did want to share with everyone my day on my kind of like experience, encounter I had on Tuesday. Beautiful, beautiful. I met this wonderful, just a beautiful spirit, soul, woman in the farmer's market. And just, how she inspired me to just keep going, to keep pushing, to keep, moving on. She was such a blessing. And so I just wanted to come on to, it's just so funny because I felt her energy, as I was getting some fresh fish, and at the first fish counter, she was there, and she was just, at first, it's so funny, and the Most High has a way of doing things, because in the beginning, she was kind of like getting on my nerve, like almost, I felt like this aura like from her, and I didn't know why. I was just like, oh gosh, let me get away from, like, I don't want, I don't know who she is, but I just felt like she was somebody. I felt like she was it was just a little strange for me, not strange for me, but this is what happens when Allah, want to send a message. He sends those messages through others to allow you to know that his presence is before you. And so that's exactly the situation. That is kind of what happened. And so I was just like, wow, this woman, I'm around her, like we were just like kind of, I was passing her, and then she was at one point standing still, and then because I walked over, I went past her to see about, I think, eggs and maybe some something to fry the fish with or in, not flour, but I wanted some fish fry, some, if possible, more organic, vegan fish fry, less sodium, because those fish fries have so much sodium in it. You have to be careful, be aware of when you do buy them. Please look at the sodium count, so you're not getting something, buying a fish fry with loads of sodium. If that's the case, just use cornmeal, because cornmeal has 0 sodium in it. So just a little, just a little info, food for thought there, just so nutritional fact. So, but yeah, this woman, she was just, when I say we stood and talked for nearly 20 minutes after I walked back from looking to see, as far as if I was going to get eggs, if it was, if I was going to get them, whatever, coming back, I walked past her. But at that point, she was off to the side. She had moved over. But, something just was bothering me in a sense about her. But then when I started talking to her, she was like an angel. She was literally like an angel. And I know why now, I know why, because I was feeling so heavy and so in distress, and Allah just sent her to tell me everything's gonna be okay. You should have heard the way she was speaking. Oh, alhamdulillah, she was so filled with the Allah's presence. She was so filled with it, whatever her background is, and wherever she's, whatever her experience is, she was just so filled with, the presence of God, and that's what I took from that, because when you are, God will show up whenever, wherever, and in whomever he wishes, and if he wants, wherever, with whomever he feels, and so this was my encounter, and I was just like, wow, this is this is such a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because I was feeling, like I said, so, overwhelmed. And she was just, her and I talked. She was just saying how, she, her son, she lost a couple sons. She still has, she has other children, but she lost some children, and that she's just being obedient to the Most High, to God. From what I take it, I think she was Christian. She is a Christian woman, but she was saying how, she's just been obedient. Her whole home, her house caught on fire, and she didn't know where she was gonna go. It burned to the ground. She said she lived right in the city, and so the city in which I'm from. And she was just like, I don't even know how I'm gonna afford to move. But she said it was by the grace of God that she was able to afford a new home, brand new home. She paid 200 grand for it. She was just she said it was nothing but God, girl. She was like, and let me tell you, he's all over me. He is within me. And I mean, she was such an inspiration. She was it's almost like so pure, such an angel, and I'm so humbled. I was just so humbled by her, her encounter, our encounter, and her presence. And it's just go back to the beginning of my story when I said she almost like was getting on my nerve a little bit. It was just like, oh gosh, because of course I was on my lunch and I was trying to hurry, and I was just like, you know what, this woman it's just, I don't know why, because she didn't do anything to me. It was just more or less like I felt, but that's what I mean. It's Allah who will place that upon you, and you feel you have this, feeling of agitation, but it shouldn't be that. You think it's one way, and it really isn't. So it's not our way. It's not our plan. We think it's one way when it's not our way. Allah's the best of planners. Alhamdulillah, I'm entering into the masjid. So assalamu alaikum, everyone. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.